Hello everybody. So in your books today you will find that you have this, which is called a toolkit. This features the main parts or main elements of the story that we are going to be looking at and trying to develop over the next few weeks. So you can see here that it says there are something called empty words, which is using words such as something or shadow rather than explaining what the object is. Holding a scene in the dark, sounds being used such as tapped or scratched rather than explaining what the teacher looks like. It creates that picture in your mind. So in your books today, you need to use your toolkit and you need to look at the text that you have been given. So this is the story that you've been learning all week. And using your toolkit, you need to look for the different elements in the text and underline them using your ruler. And if you've got some colouring pencils, then that would make things a little bit easier. So for example, you can see up here, I have used red to find empty words such as something, it, or a shadow. So I'm going to underline the examples of that I can find in the text. So I can see here it says at first she noticed a shadow, so I'm going to underline that in red. I can see that down here it says that something scratched against the glass, so I am going to find that bit and underline the something scratched against the glass. So I'm going to underline that. Now I have chosen a different colour for a different part. So here I've chosen the using sounds rather than seeing the creature. So I'm looking for examples of tap or scratch or whisper. There might be other ones that aren't in my examples there. So you need to look for those. I've decided to underline them in green. So I'm going to look for examples in my text using a ruler. I'm obviously using a straight line here, so I'm going to try and find words where it says tapped or scratch or whispered, so I can find scratch there, so I'm going to underline that one in green. I can find, let's have a look for another one that says whispered or sighed or hissed, so I can see that here it says there was a great sigh, so I can underline that one there. So I'm looking for all those examples. Okay, here it says that keep the creature or threat hidden so that the reader has to use their imagination. So there's an example here where it says a glimpse of the giant's head. So it doesn't tell me everything about the giant's head, it just tells me that there's a glimpse and it gives me a few descriptions, but it helps me to create that picture without telling me exactly what it looks like. So your job today in your books is to try and find all these different elements in the text and underline them.